Don't worry, Tex. Second time is always a little bit better. We're getting curious, and he's dead. He's very dead. Aspas happily going to take him away. Sheriff in his hands. Always scary. Again, for Aspas, looking to see him activate here. Another great map for him. And that head-to-head with MiniBoo is something going to be on our forefront of our minds. Oh, a little bit of a re-swing.
Okay,
nice
Benji.
from benjy. Aspas,
Okay, Benji.
Relax, benjy. But he's given them a chance, and it's now 2v2. Oh, this is important. First
Spots one.
Spot made.
Standing ahead.
And it's actually Aspas that was the one that planted the spike, and he makes his way around the world. But no splash damage to be able to get on that spike.
This is sick, though. They don't expect it. The timing is so good for Aspas. If he can just check on this spike, that's a great shot. That's a perfect. But for now, it's gonna.
Dart on calm, though. It's gonna catch him, force him out of the position. He needs to back away. He needs to value his life. 4 versus 5 is winnable. That spike's gonna get planted. He cannot stop it, not with that cove up.
Nah, nothing to be done about it. It's actually Tex to connect. This bonus looking like pretty much on the money here. They're in the post plant. They've got all the bodies here. And Aspas leading the charge again. Finally put to bed by Boo, but it's RieNs and Boo to try and clear all of this space. They've got util for the post plant. Tex can create a fortress around him by yellow. And this outlaw already been spot on. I think a tag there yet. RieNs is barely breathing. Boo's trying to do some work, but it's Tex. Holding this down, beautiful! Can't rotate, they're still holding players here. That's nice from Boo, but one's all you're gonna get. A big trade from Aspas, and Tex just hunting. He's out and about looking for any potential victims, but they've somewhat passed by already. Up towards kitchen, as the plant comes in from Mazino. Oh, MiniBoo, just a shot in the dark.
Fine.
Yeah, straight up blind. The Dizzy Flash gonna be in play. Aspas gotta be cautious, forced to fall away. 30 seconds. Suddenly, we're in a little bit of trouble here, and he's got no way out of this safely.
30 seconds left.
But where does the spike go? Looking to alleviate some of the pressure. Tex is unleashed in middle, but there's util to hold him back. But he's trying to be a problem, be a nuisance. They've got bodies on the site still. Aspas down at 57. Trying to take point for his side. It's not clean enough for Tex, but he's turning attention. 10 seconds now. They've got to get a kill, and they do. Aspas creates safety, but there's danger above as RieNs could be the disaster. Waiting to strike, but Aspas, the perfect bodyguard, but time is going to be tight. They got the spike. No, it's back in the game here for Lev. Lots of ults to play with, seeing Aspas invest his into this round. 3 players in response, though, coming over from Heretics. We are going to see as well the Harbor ult on top of that. Aspas trying to take space over by screens. Pixel spotted, and maybe a victim found. Not going to get the fight he wants, and Heretics peel away. Okay, RieNs, you got to back yourself in some fights, I guess, but that one
Swatted like a fly.
You should run.
kiNgg's still on the side, though, and Heretics getting closer now, trying to hold the line, though. kiNgg delivers 2 bodies, puts him to bed, come from up on top. Nice little spray, and he gets...
It actually makes a big difference here. Yes, they got the first death in the round. It's a 4 versus 5, but these positions pushed up with that lockdown pressure as well. It covers that plant spot. MiniBoo.
They're playing
So
them like
dangerous.
a fiddle. They are absolutely running rings around them. Free side plant. We're looking at the retake, though. It's kind of always postured for Heretics in that aspect.
I also looked at Tex.
Yeah, Tex, though, trying to catch that rotation. Perfect. Big delivery on towards Boo. Can they finish with a flourish? Keep this clean. 5 still alive for Lev. Woot trying to maybe lead the way. Forge them forward.
Big
RieNs
kills.
back to back, but it's come on top. 2 kills. Aspas still holds. And it's all on Woot in a 1v2. Problems left and right, and they're going to know where he is. He might be just dead to rights here. He seems to have lost track of where they are, but Tex never... But as it stands, yet see that spark from Heretics. And Tex snuffing him out. I mean, Tex has been absolutely on it today. Already, pleasure to witness. Let's see if there's any signs of life. Not really, Tex just farming. There's only Boo to really do some damage here. That's another plant. And they just look so robust in this. MiniBoo just given nothing either. They're just really not allowing it until then.
Getting
First
something.
pick. This isn't bad. At least towards maybe disarming that post plant. But then you still have Com, Hunter's Fury, Shock Darts. Still got Aspas, still got Tex.
Tex 6 HP though. Can easily fall.
But they gotta go. They gotta go now. They're running low on time. And no one's playing to them. There's nothing to be given. You have to take it yourself. And Lev not really feeling intimidated nor threatened by this. First shock dart invested.
Second.
And the second. And MiniBoo is barely alive. Oh, that's a shot! But it may be all for nothing. A pixel out of place, sure, Boo could do some damage, but the time is the main factor.
They try to push and punish. They don't know it's 3 here, though. MiniBoo. It was early enough in the round. 50 seconds now for Lev to be able to close out this round. 3 players for Team Heretics on the defense.
Gonna take the contact. There should have been a trade on that. How is that disjointed? I thought that was on the absolute money. I thought they had it right. But apparently we were wrong all along. And now a 3v2. Couple of ults, though, here for Heretics. And they're cautious. You can see it with Lev taking their time. Plant's going to come in. And once again, you look at this post plant. kiNgg's got util, as has Tex, and aspas can just take point. He can just hold this. Ooh, the timing. Okay, 2v2. Maybe. With the lockdown, this could be enough. But do they play forward? Do they fall back? Looks like forward is the answer for now. Tex getting interested, getting hungry, wants the kill. He finds the pointier end of a stick. It looks like nowhere feels safe, but once again, they're just putting bodies on this. There's 4 players here now, and they're not falling away from the site. There's 3 of them. Back site. This is about to become a death match. And aspas, I kind of fancy his odds. All goes up though, and a couple more question marks, but Lev keeping control, trying to stay composed under all the chaos. But it's Woot to fall and kiNgg to deliver. Mazino now holding that side, make sure they can't counter push, but it's come from on top to find 2. But benjy again, the one to try and keep them in this. But where do you put your money now? Boo up against com. Spike is loose, 50 seconds, he plays ahead of it. Com, good intuition, but really audacious, but it's benjy. This is an early test he hasn't had before.
Very strong.
Oh, they're on the menu. Gonna have the lockdown as well towards A.
This might be counterproductive. That Hunter's Fury setup for RieNs, he knows he could get some collateral damage here as soon as that spike gets tapped. But Heretics was basically off of the site, so Lev, they go and they get that plant.
There's a Hunter's Fury.
Gets stalled out.
Yeah, and now a pre-take towards the site. This is nice, really well timed.
And he picks him off.
That's perfect from RieNs. And I've got to say, credit to Woot and MiniBoo for hitting that as the second that the Hunter's Fury came down. They're starting to get the tempo of this game. Finger on the pulse here, but the dangerous 3 still stand. aspas, Tex, and kiNgg. MiniBoo getting curious. Oh, big punish. Good trade as well. Great spacing. But it is aspas. And he always deserves a moment of respect here. Spike is left out of hand. Is there a way to divide? Oh, and he's starting to conquer! 10 seconds, pops the ult, a quick turn, he knows where he is! 7 seconds to play with. What does Boo do? He clutched before, and he's done it again! Made by Heretics. They're getting that read on the game.
They're getting more confident.
Yes.
Boo, valuing his life, sees this orb, and a spam kill for him.
That's so nice, just catching a second of kiNgg. He's trying to get towards yellow, but the plant's going to be coming through. Can he deny it? That's actually going to sting a little on com there. Does get away. aspas gets detained. Woot's on the way. Boo's going to find him, and now suddenly they're down to 2. Com and Mazino suddenly with a wake-up call. This game ain't so easy. And MiniBoo, I feel like he's kind of overcooked that a little bit, but luckily for him, it's only going to be Com in a 1v5. The defuse is happening, and MiniBoo's toying with his dinner. Com tries to stand, but reality here, Josh, but we still put our stock, our faith towards what we know, which should be Lev, but who knows how this one goes. Don't go anywhere.
For Boo, he pops this now. Looks like they're trying to get that spike planted on that wingman.
And com is completely outdone. Heretics, very clean there actually. I thought they might have been a little bit dissuaded by the harbor wall coming through, but no, very well calculated on the way in. And now down to aspas and kiNgg. They were the ones that were split quite far away. And Heretics not moving away from the site. Hard for any of the util to really force them away anyway. I don't think aspas saw the pixels crossing through for MiniBoo. This is so difficult. It's just going to need belting shots, really, and no one's giving him a fight. First one does go down, that's MiniBoo, but you're right, time is of the essence. Spots out Boo, but they don't know about the other 3. This is so uphill, so arduous to try and turn around. Great work from Heretics, Josh. Perfect. The Dizzy does find him. Time to fall off. He actually tries to go back in, and the timing's just perfect.
Spacing.
And the patience pays. Oh, he even gets a second. Nice work from Tex to keep
Huge.
calm there. But Heretics righting the ship. Until then, Mazino makes his stand on the site. Death from above with kiNgg. And suddenly, Benji in a 1v2, but 30 seconds. And I told you once before about this guy, and I'll tell you it again. If he stands, there's always a chance. But does he predict Mazino's reposition?
Benji thinks he's still back site, but took the rope across silently. No idea.
But when does he consider it? When does he's got to think about it at some point. But timing is everything. 13 seconds. Here's a change. Aspas, the timing. He didn't get seen. They have no idea, but it doesn't seem.
They know.
Now, yeah, they absolutely. You're right. Oh, RieNs the one to punish, and left looking almost silly here, and it's bizarre to me. It's not something we know that we know that Heretics don't lean towards this map. We know that Lev have had this in their map pool towards the top end. But right here, right now, we are seeing Heretics poised to take the lead. We've questioned the form of Leviatán throughout this, I guess, tournament to an extent. We questioned Heretics towards the end of the online portion, qualifying to this, looking in slump potentially. But now, as it stands, they're in form. But still, 8 apiece. Tex in the right place.
It's a good gamble read from Lev. They have that crossfire, but Tex re-aggressing because they have the numbers. This is going to be a huge play or a big blunder.
Feast or famine moment for Tex, and it's famine. Woot finds him instantly. There was a chance there if things didn't go his way, and they don't. Mazino tries to make.
He recycled in, but already.
Woot trying to disrespect that, at least with the dizzy. You
No
see the
fair.
stuns coming in. They've got the site. Yeah, we're gonna have the Hunter's Fury coming on towards this as well. KONG gonna just swing on in, but Heretics holding this site well. Mazino has to respect the ult at the very least, but there's 3 players to try and handle, and they're not getting what they need. kiNgg and aspas. Ult with aspas, rifle with kiNgg, but the ult on the site makes it hard to connect for aspas. He doesn't get fair fights. Normally he doesn't need them. Right now he's being given nothing. They're not playing to his song by any means. And Heretics might have just teed up 11 here. aspas another step closer, but a victim found, but a good trade. Boo keeping those numbers favorable, and kiNgg gonna be forced back to heal as 11 rounds is gonna be carved to the board here. And I think a lot of us doubted this map, and rightly so. Off of statistics, off of history.
Woot.
Oh, they're so ready! They're ready for the aggression last round. They're ready for it again. The only thing that went their way was kiNgg finding Boo. That's it. But the site falling into the hands of Heretics. MiniBoo taking so much space here, making sure that plant will be secure.
Spike planted.
Cove still available for this defuse. So much ability for Team Heretics right now.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose.
And here comes the thrash. Oh, aspas slips by.
I mean, he just didn't get the impact that he wanted, but maybe a chance made here. 2v2, and Mazino hungry for the kill, leaving RieNs in a 1v2. Diffuse already started. He's been in this sort of position, being forced off by that dizzy. This time an easier evacuation for aspas, but a lovely re-aggress, taking the space bay maze. Oh my god, wait, Heretics are fighting back, and MiniBoo trying to, I don't know, trailblaze his way through the site itself, but Lev finally standing together, but Benji. Yeah, run, Mazino, because that would have been a 1v1 and it would have been untradeable. And now the timing is right. Far away. The timing, okay. Oh, okay, he's still alive.
He might pop his pit as well.
Caught by the dizzy, but he gets back to safety. There's the push, though. Straight up middle, that is going to cut off any support. So it's on Mazino. It's on kiNgg. They're on an island, and the support is still pretty far away. Benji. They're just on the other side of this pit here. kiNgg, he's waiting, and says hello, Benji, carving through them like a hot knife through butter. Heretics taking over the site as aspas and Tex finally make it back through towards B. But by now, the site's under full control. Heretics showing off here. Benji's timing was fantastic through middle there. Lovely work.
Economy very low, but they could still afford another buy. Lev looking for an opening into this round to see if they can go for this. If they don't get it in the next 5-10 seconds, they're just going to fall back and save. Right now, aspas thinks he's got a chance. It's going to back off now finally, and a lovely switch up from Team Heretics in that situation as well. That timeout coming in, the coaches probably making that call, seeing that gap.
They need these rifles as well for Lev. You're
From
looking
the
at
attackers. That Viper wall can isolate them, but Tex needs to go
time,
big.
He found a pocket to play in, and he can only punish one. A good trade, a 2 for 1. Heretics going to be happy with that. Com is still backside. The lurk is on the way. Closing the gap now. They are surrounded here, Heretics. Players left and right, but Com needs to show presence, and he does. Takes away RieNs, and there, striking from the back lines is aspas. Good trade for Benji. But they don't know about kiNgg, and this guy is ice cold. Takes away Benji, leaving it all down to Woot. Can he find a fair fight? He's looking for one. Doesn't spot kiNgg here. Oh, this is a nice reposition. It's audacious from Woot. They don't have... Oh, there we go. He's been seen. Oh, instant Hunter's Fury as well. Com is so good at this. A blind send on it, but it's Mazino with 2. RieNs does take him down, but it's good numbers for Lev as OT seems like it's on the horizon. RieNs and Boo, though. We've talked a lot about Boo, and for the right reasons, but the timing on Com here could be perfect. Oh, he's got him. Okay, I didn't know if he noticed the barrel or not, but he did. Oof. He's lucky there, sitting a little bit deeper to not get caught by that.
I have the spike.
RieNs. He's had impact before, but a 1v4 here. That's a lot to ask, yeah. Quite happy to see this go OT. Give us a real game between these two heavyweights from EMEA and the Americas region.
Tex has RieNs contained, though.
Yeah, high-low. How you meant to... He knows about kiNgg. Again, so close. He's desperate for a pick, and they're just not giving him much. If anything, they're giving him nothing. Again, all the utility just being worked through. He's giving it a damn good... Oh my god, go! We saw it at the very end. They were under the heel of the Heretics side. But now, finding that resurgence. And again, got to give credit here, in my mind, Mazino doing wonders for them.
Lower A there. Now they want to fall away.
You can see the read here. Benji already starting to come over to try and help Boo, but they are encroaching on the site. They're at the door. More than knocking, they're breaking it down. Spike's over here now too. Boo trying to keep a little bit of space, but again, he can't fight too hard for this. He has to keep his life as well. CT might be overwhelmed here. Already Tex looking that way. Already looking at aspas taking that space too, but Boo's still on the verge. Holding back sight at the very least. But they don't know about CT yet. They've got to be aware of it, and I think RieNs going to try and secure this and make sure they know about Tex. But he's buying time. He's costing them this retake here, but Boo and MiniBoo in unison breaking back through. aspas can't do it all! And Heretics, known for the retakes, might just take this one back as well. Com would be in a 1... Mazino
stepped.
Did Benji notice it? I mean, we're in LAN. The audio is different here. It's hard in a live environment, and actually rewards across the map for Lev. Middle controlled, A controlled. They're eyeing up B. Walking into somewhat of the unknown. That harbor wall, denying information, vision, and any fights thus far. kiNgg getting deep by Snowman. 2 towards site. That's going to be Mazino and Com.
I'm not even sure if the wingman can get into plant, but he's going to walk up all the way.
Dizzy going to go deep here. Don't think that catches Mazino. No, they're none the wiser. And the second attempt here going to come through with at least wingman. Hold on, they're clearing through the site. How have they done that? How is it? Oh, okay, kiNgg, that's not bad. The timing on that is great, but Tex could be the downfall of it all. Tex's timing is so good, but it's RieNs. This guy can clutch, but a 1v2 ain't gonna be easy against 2 heavy hitters here. Tex and aspas, the corner held. He spots one, not the other, and now he sees them both with aspas as well. So they've got to be able to keep some sort of confidence that the hit's coming to this side. There's no further contact towards B. Already rotation from MiniBoo, but Tex is at the door. And he wants to take this space. He wants that control. And the timing, their spacing was on the money. It was perfect before, and it might just be again. Benji with a good trade. Brings it back to a 4 apiece, but aspas can only do so much. Time! We're down to 12 seconds. kiNgg in control. Gonna get the plant. But it's Boo still alive, and he's been clutch as hell. But the Viper's pit is that. Whoa! He's seen both! He's seen both! Boo can't do this!
Might just do a fake opening here, but Tex, so aggressive.
And he's rewarded with it as well. MiniBoo beheaded. And they can back away, knowing they've done so much damage so early on.
Wait.
Hold. kiNgg, careful. Careful. He's outnumbered. That's the floodgates potentially open. They could evacuate. They could bail away from this if they want to.
4 and 4. This is where the mid-rounding comes into play. How are they both going to respond? Right now, the kill happened on the Viper towards B. Team Heretics, are they going to go back to B, or are they going to hit towards A again here? Lev.
Ooh,
Keeping that 3-man gamble stack here. Trying to gamble stack, maybe re-aggress and re-clear an area right now, but
Mazino walking mid as well.
it's a full commit towards B. Benji's alarm bot still in play to stop that middle push. He's got his turret as well. He hasn't placed this yet. He's going to go back and place this to deny any sorts of flanks right now.
The deep dart just came through towards A as well, so they've got security knowing there's nothing coming towards this A side.
They got to hit this timing, get that spike planted ASAP.
But they're so worried, they're so paranoid that there's still players here. The confidence starting to wane as now Lev are on the site. They've made it in time.
Full stack.
And you've got the rotation coming in, the flanks on the way, and already Benji's gone down. The plant is in place, but it's a 3v4, and they have no idea about Mazino. Now they do, and they deal with him quickly enough. A 2v3, but boost position.
Wait.
How much can Woot play this in? Do they have anything to clear this space? Oh my god, aspas. They have no idea! Boost strikes, but can he hold back the rest? He'll need help here from Woot. Does he get to reposition? Oh, he got scanned! The timing, so perfect! And now we're in a 1v2. He
No
can't
way.
do it! Lev bringing them to their knees! Mazino is still alive though, and there's still 4 players. Now 3, as you can see Mazino backing away, but they've already got C control. Ooh, Tex, nice try, but still, site's theirs.
Between Tex and Benji and that first map of Icebox, the Sentinels trying to overstay their welcome, go down early. Right now, it's going to be a 5 versus 4 post plant for Team Heretics. They love these situations. RieNs has that space waiting for that flank, but it's not coming in. So good setup here. It's going to be mainly through Waterfall, but they have that breach set up. Mazino at that revolving door to create some sort of pressure, but it's going to be so difficult to break through, even with a 3-prong attack here.
Yeah, you can see the kind of
C's
stability
nade.
being found. C's nade. Didn't get the value they were expecting. The Horn's very good though, and that does spur on Leviatán, but time is ticking. And there's just so many bodies in their way, there's not enough time for aspas to do this. I'm worried that might have been punished at some point, but no one had pushed up this round, so unfortunate aspect of it. But kiNgg, okay. I mean,
Spike down, C.
I don't know if I'd say that was good enough on a bonus, though.
Probably not. Team Heretics is going to get into a site for free. Those trips from Lev are over towards that B site. Same with that camera. But paint shells, showstopper, still in play here. Waiting for the teammates to come. Mazino stuns on cooldown. As soon as that comes off cooldown, though, they're going to start comboing with the flashes. Right now, the spread coming out from Team Heretics. Some on the site, some off. Taking that space towards Waterfall, getting in their faces a little bit.
And that was helped out there. Woot gets to be played on off this. aspas with a quick clear on Benji and Tex on the follow-up. It's Boo and Woot to try and dig their heels in. And Woot's position is nasty to deal with, but his HP is low. Down to only 38, but can he buy the time? Forced off the angle, forced to fight, and forced to be cleared. It's Boo now in a 1v2. The Guardian, the guy was clutch before, but this is a lot to ask. A little bit of a high-low here to handle as well. Not enough.
Door.
Yep, they're really trying to lean through, but my eyes are still on aspas. Whoa, big shot. Benji makes some space here, and the showstopper, if anything, just to puff out the chest by some time, plants there.
This is a tough retake for Lev. Right now, they can't access the blue door. They can't access B. It's just heaven and Waterfall.
That was a good paranoia, but they aren't swinging off this. That did some, you know, I guess, impact to remove players away from at least holding this, but time to go for Lev. Not much to set this in motion either. It's dry fights. Very little util. kiNgg just going to take a stride forward, but he's meeting his match on the other side, and Heretics just holding the line. Com does well to find 2, but RieNs' position is a problem. They can't clear
Situations from happening. We haven't seized paranoia, the smokes. Mazino, very precarious position here.
Tex, his timing is always so good. Just give this guy a sheriff. He's actually outrageously talented with it, and why do I feel like he might get a little bit more here? Oh, not bad time, okay. But the lockdown is in play. We'll be forced to respect that. See Com evacuating.
30 seconds
And
left.
actually, does kiNgg get out? Yeah, he does. He'll be fine. So they're going to be forced to back away from this. Spike, boo, spike, boo, 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 boo.
He can't get punished in this position.
I just sounded like I was a ghost for a couple of seconds there.
And now he's got Nightfall.
Okay, that's big, but bloody hell, that just got way too close. But all 3 players, especially from CT, with that Nightfall, could be massive, big information. Does he opt to invest it? Still, it's a stinger and a oh! Well, that's a shot and a half. Boo does become a ghost here now, as RieNs and Benji have to try and hold this down. Rifles in hand, yes. And time on their side, but aspas beautiful moves, but it doesn't matter. But he's put to bed, but now a 1v2. It's still game on. RieNs the drop down. He's going, oh, RieNs, you gotta run, boy, run! Oh, no! Wait, the time, like, genuinely, because look at these situations. That's fine, that can happen.
Some of the kills there early on, getting into the 3 versus 3 was a little bit messy.
Sure.
Not the cleanest, but getting just picked off on the side there. Boo going back for another fight with that Odin, with that chaos as well, led from multiple different angles, like whack-a-mole. Nightfall for the defense side.
Oh, but the slip through from MiniBoo. Mazino's a wet, but the shot is sharp.
Nightfall for the attack side.
And from either side, headphones basically out at this point. RieNs the one to find comm, but kiNgg still holds. Still controls for now, but he's overwhelmed, he's surrounded. So lucky to be alive. The paint shell's there, but it's MiniBoo to take him away, leaving Tex and aspas. Now aspas taking his time over towards top side. The timing right for Tex. Brings it to a 3v2. It's manageable. But now it's all on aspas. A 1v2. No
30
plan.
seconds left.
No time on their side.
Double
They're
peek.
looking for the fight. They get it. Nice. Also towards A, we are seeing an individual effort, and they just don't expect that to be real all the time.
Wonderful. The crossfire setup, if the stun comes out, it could be perfect and break this attack.
Lev is in the perfect place for this. 3 of them here. Tech's going to be revealed, though, and MiniBoo takes his head. aspas on the trade, tries to fall away. Denies the Prowler, and Mazino trying to buy him a couple of very precious seconds. Takes a look down towards water. Maybe considering clearing, and he does. Confidence being displayed. Lev fully in control here.
And again, like the previous round, they need to get some sort of space going on. So they tap the spike. They're moving actually towards A. They're going to break the door down. They'll have an open sight. They don't know about it. They should move together. But right now, Benji peels off. It's all on Boo to get onto the site.
Okay, lucky enough, you get that. Now, Benji's timing could be perfect, or it could all be for nothing. You can see that Lev knows there's a chance. That's all that aspas needs. As Boo, a 1v4. Hey, Icebox, he was good. 1v4 good? I don't know. They're already starting to clear through by door. Hello. Yeah, you can see where the trouble. But this time around, you got Tex maybe watching that. So I quite like this adjustment.
Benji?
Hold on, this is a problem. Benji, oh, the reward is unbelievable. I thought Tex was holding that.
This should be an instant speed up. Heretics never does this though. They always pause and hesitate, and sometimes they miss their timings as a result of that. So it's on them to make a perfect decision here, move together in this mid round, because Lev has done such a good job in some of these situations with gambling correctly, being in the right spot, and Tex on this regress.
I mean, talk about feast or famine. Let's see. Too many targets. A nice try, but it wasn't going to work out. They're going to at least have a good idea where Mazino is, but it's calm. Individual efforts aren't going to win you this round. No one able to bail them out.
Team Heretics has all the info they need to go B.
Yeah, and they've done this quicker. We were talking about the timing before, how they don't do this too quickly. And I like MiniBoo's second to pause, to wait, because then he gets a fight like that, but where's the trade? Where's the support? There's none. Com gets his way back in. Woot's in danger. That's a huge ult, but Woot still somehow hits that shot. Benji couldn't crawl away in time as kiNgg claws him back. Now RieNs and Boo up against Tex and kiNgg. They've got to know where they evacuated to. This isn't ideal for the plant. They've got to try and deal with them here. Boo making a run. They can get on this.
Orb is on the spike. He can connect the smokes together and get in there, but the defuse is coming.
There's no time. Surely there's no time here. Yeah, Tex knows it. Wait.
Here comes the ult.
TP to tree. And he sticks it. It's Com in the middle, though. This could be huge. If they don't clear this, he's on.
Face your fear.
Maybe a little bit of trigger discipline could have done him well there. But Tex is still on the Guardian. aspas,
Doing a really good job in some of
it
these.
might be the death of them. There's the Seize nade combo. MiniBoo takes a lot of damage for that. And it's not like Lev are going to take their foot off the gas. They can double down. And Woot's only good for one there. Trade comes out, and here comes the rocket right into MiniBoo's chest. Even down to 4v3, and the chaos looks so controlled in the hands of Lev until then. Another ping on the GPS, basically telling you where he is. And Tex is running out of time. And they just put him out
through the waterfall. Is there some sort of read that I don't know about? Great timing on those paint shells. How does he know to use it then? Maybe the smoke timing from the attacker side.
Could get some pressure here, though. He's got support, and now the door going to be tested. You're looking at the likes of benjy to try and hold back the flood. They're on the way, though, and the blender would have waited them. Look at the HP being dwindled down now. If they'd carried on, it would have been near on death. However, HP back up. They got to walk back in towards B, and you can see what Wound's trying to do. Tries to fall away, but now down to 10. Heretics being brought back down to the chaos, and Lev are thriving in it. The plant should be... Wait, the spike carrier went down. They should be fine, I think. They're fine. benjy 1v4? Nah, Lev.
The walk up middle, though, at the same time as this Lev. Just using C as a little bit of a fake. They're going to probably go through the revolving door, but RieNs.
In case they needed a little bit of luck on their side, why not? And they're going to go on this. I quite like that. Just instinctive play, smart approach, heads up, reactive, and it works wonders. Look at this guy, reigning supreme. Massive impact.
A couple of different times that kill on this player so extended forwards, and already in the sight is aspas. He took a little bit of damage, but Omen teleport to get in here as well. And Team Heretics, they're fighting. They're trying to fight in the chaos.
But you can't play against these guys like this. They were made for this sort of chaos. Looking so cool under all that pressure, and it's dwindling. There needs to be a timeout for Heretics because Leviatán have turned up in this half. Sharp as hell. A scary prospect. And aspas, this whole locked in, ready to go. Scoreline will be back. All even. benjy, come on.
Okay.
What? Are you going to shut me up? I'm down to learn my lesson, benjy. But how are you going to find the last two? Because suddenly they thought the round was done. Brought back to attention. Vandal in hand. He's running low on time and he knows it. 5 seconds, or not 5 seconds, 5 bullets now, down to 3. Valiant attempt.
So feel it in the air in the room. And Team Heretics right now leaning on those coaches.
We do have a play now posted beside benjy, but aspas is in the door. How much can one man do? That's the start. He knows there's another. He flies on in and he sprays him down. aspas ripping and tearing through Heretics. Can MiniBoo do the same back? Not right now. Has to peel away, but at least does some damage.
4 versus 3. Spike's still not planted, and Team Heretics inching up, looking like they want to take the fight early, but the stun's going to force them off. The plant's going to go down. MiniBoo, can he spam it?
They're trying. The firing squad didn't land. Mazino lives. Closing the gap. And actually a TP towards site.
Good crossfire.
He's got the paranoia. He's got the smoke in too, but they've got 4 players here ready, posted on the site itself. They have no idea about this. They may know about 1 or 2. Good paranoia could be everything. That's fantastic, but can they do the damage? The answer is absolutely.
And lockdown is going to be a huge tool to use in a retake right now, but RieNs in the site, trying to defend it to his death. Maybe going 1 versus 5. His teammate's way too far away to help him, and here comes the rolling thunder. benjy actually gets affected by it.
And he goes down. Look at this player by player. They are dropping the site fully, waving the Leviatán flag here.
No way.
Oh, come on. It's so clean. It's so good. It is falling to pieces for Heretics. If I'm their coach, if I'm the IGL, I'm calling another timeout if I got one, because this game is falling away from you. You thought you had a chance. Consecutive. Ult off the rip. RieNs going to try and control this space.
benjy.
But how are they going to dissuade what's coming their way? benjy's been struggling and already going to be forced away from this. He's going to go for a lockdown here, ambitious. He is being absolutely spammed out by every piece of util they could send. And already the pain shell's coming in. Did he manage to keep it secure enough? I think he did, yeah. Lev have to try and escape quickly. aspas going to get caught, but they ain't hunting that.
Control of the round. RieNs still has a lockdown. Boo has that alarm bot, but he's lost his duels at B. 3 players to defend this C site and that Nightfall as well.
Is that enough, though?
The Nightfall is so far away that this re-hit, 5 versus 3, surely goes in the favor of Lev again.
They're so good at this, too. You can see the composure on the way in. The killer instinct.
The pivot back.
Perfect. Tex. Gonna be...
Nightfall. It's gonna be a 5-man.
30 seconds left.
Oh, the knife. Boo, you gonna go for it? Waiting, maybe?
Waiting for his team.
Spike planted.
If we wait too long, we'll find out now. No, he reveals almost everything, barring 1. They should have got at least 4 on that, and now they gotta go. Tex under scrutiny, MiniBoo removes. It's benjy on the follow-up, but now Heretics hammering it home, finally digging into this one, and kiNgg!
But MiniBoo waiting for it, expecting it.
aspas. Often it's just to make sure they're safe on the site. He can kind of blindly send it towards CT, hope they would find someone. It probably won't here. They're very cognizant of that ult coming in, and now we look at the retake. A TP taken over towards the trips at the very back line, so there's going to be a very fast flank here from Woot. Tex seems none the wiser so far. kiNgg is there as well. He hears that 3-3-8 rattle, but it's RieNs to find Mazino, and now the back line's under pressure. Calm alleviates some towards the front, but down to a 3v3 now. It's messy. Back line is kiNgg. The 2 players still on the site, aspas and Calm, but they're removed, leaving just aspas. The monster himself still stands, and that's what he could do, though. But they're on the defuse. I don't think he heard it. He's none the wiser. He has no idea. He has absolutely no idea.
Slow opening as well. Lev doesn't want to run into any traps in the scene. Look at how Heretics is scrambling off of this. They don't know what to do, where to go once they lose Woot there. They still need to play at that 4 versus 5. Sure, they lose the smoke. They lose the paranoia. But right now, Lev has the sight. They're going to get that spike planted.
And does aspas shut him up in time? He does, taking down MiniBoo, leaving RieNs, who's a mile away.
Now in 10-12, this would be match point. If they want to be able to have a chance to come back and go to Haven this next round, they can't slip up.
12-10. Oh, and they even find
C-site.
The C-site is going to be feeling battered and bruised and
The Stinger.
It's not enough. Trying to use the Stinger up against North American teams. It ain't going to be working. aspas, the pain shell, posted towards site, but now he's going to be held back here. Heretics looking to maybe clear some space over towards water, but the firing squad is waiting. RieNs, that's a lot of people.
Wait.
That's not bad, but is benjy going to fall? The number's still sitting in the hands of Lev. It's a 3v2. MiniBoo and Woot were the ones over towards A. They've got such a long way to go here. The post plant's going to be set up.
The flank coming in from Woot. He does have a smoke. He does have paranoia, but they're spread apart. They need to win their isolated duels. Lev, they're such close together. They're ready to trade. They're ready to move together and pivot.
Woot's going to be able to at least clear Mount. He knows they're not out here. But still, MiniBoo looking to be overwhelmed. They want to try and close down on this. Does Woot get noted as well? The time's starting to tick here. Have Leviatán done enough? Heretics starting to flounder, starting to falter. And this team was